Dub Nation, how are we feeling? Golden State Warriors fans, how are we doing? Are we hanging in there? Yeah? Patience, waiting is the hardest part, right? As rest in peace Tom Petty said. But hey, I got sort of, it's not an urgent message, but a definitive message for Warriors fans. Dub Nation. This wasn't the worst offseason yet, but the Warriors haven't necessarily given us a whole lot to be excited about for the upcoming season. By that, I mean that they've made absolutely no moves whatsoever, essentially, and they do not have even like a set roster. Try and fight your instincts and remember that I said this. Above all, remember that I say this. Enjoy Stephen Curry while you still can. And I will do it as well. So I'm going to say it for all of us. Enjoy Stephen Curry while we still can. Stephen Curry is by far one of the best basketball players of all time. One of the best athletes, in my opinion, of all time. Yes, absolutely. And I've been to World Series, multiple. I've seen Barry Bonds play as well. Stephen Curry is easily, not even close, the best athlete that I have ever watched with my own eyes. Don't let the Warriors do outside of the court ever seriously deter you from his brilliance. For those 48 minutes on that court, Stephen Curry is unstoppable. He is a legend and GOAT. But here's the thing. Here's the good news. I think that the Warriors, my main message is just enjoy Stephen Curry. Enjoy Steph. But here's another message, okay? Look, I think that the Warriors will have success next season. I think they'll be fine this upcoming season. Here are some reasons why. So let's get a little positive. Try to bring some positivity into this Warriors sphere of uncertainty. I love the defensive potential of both Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green. I think that they both are good connectors and so intelligent on offense, but I think that defense is really where they are both going to shine. I love that the ball is not safe with them around. Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green. The coolest thing about them defensively is that they absolutely know what they should do. They know, I believe every time, essentially. They know what to do. Whether they do it or not, I mean, that's up to them. And they generally do. So defensively, I think the defensive potential of Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green has the potential to be one of the better defensive connections in the league with Jimmy sort of roaming the perimeter. He may not be point of attack, but roaming the perimeter on defense. Draymond roaming underneath. So it's like if you got a 2-3, essentially like if it's you got it good when you have Jimmy on the perimeter because he's a dog and Draymond underneath. Again, young players like Brandon Pajinski, specifically Brandon Pajinski, Quentin Post and Moses Moody are primed to take the leap. Moses Moody's looked good in videos that I've seen. I hope that Quentin Post doesn't hit this crazy, like the sophomore slump, right? I know that he had like maybe ankle problems in the off season, which is why he couldn't play for the summer league. But I have such high hopes. Quentin Post, regardless of his absence, he's a competitor. And so I love that. Actually, honestly, those three that I mentioned are all competitors. But I'm really excited about Brandon Pajinski and his potential. Negative, only one slight. It's not his bad. He had, I think, a few off-season surgeries. The positives. He has been around basketball. For the Golden State Valkyries, going to like almost every game at Chase Center. He's been supporting basketball, been a part of that community. And it's like, dude, he's a dog. He eats, sleeps, and breathes. He's a gamer. He's a baller. And I'm really excited to, knock on wood, I just hope that Brandon Pajinski can be healthy enough for a long enough period of time to pick up the momentum he needs to really level up, right? You can't do that if you're injured half the time. It's like pretty much impossible. You're just trying to get healthy, right? So if he can stack those games together, consecutive games, decent. I think that he's really going to level up his overall game, and I really hope that we see it this season. The Warriors are sort of depending on that, and I am confident that Brandon Pajinski can take that leap, and I'm more confident they can take the leap with Jimmy Butler on the team, because Jimmy Butler can do things like handle the ball and alleviate like ball handling from Brandon Pajensky, so Pajensky can be the straight up connector, right? How many times have we seen Fitz talk about tic-tac-toe? You need a tick and you need a tack to have the toe. Draymond, Pods, and Draymond are great tic-tacs, right? And we just need the toe in the finisher. Scary thing, funny thing is Kuminga could have been that toe all the time, but he doesn't. Kuminga will not do that. Even if he's on the squad, he doesn't believe in the tic-tac-toe. Kuminga believes that he is the tick, the tack, and the toe. That's why baskets are more difficult with him, his isolation off the dribble, and easier when, for example, when you get a pass and then you get another pass and it's a wide open dunk, right, off the baseline, which GP2 is really good at. But I digress. Buddy Hield locked in on defense in the playoffs. That's a fact. He was a game changer in the Rockets series, in my opinion, because of his defensive play. And I think that that's an incredible sign. And I expect Buddy Hield to actually improve on his overall game because he bought in defensively. He bought in defensively in the offseason. I believe that there's no excuse for him now because he knows. We've seen it. I have seen great Buddy Hield defense. Now that I've seen it, no excuse for him not to play it. Don't make the mistake of letting the emotional take on the franchise cloud from the greatness of Stephen Curry. So I leave you with this. Enjoy Stephen Curry. Enjoy Stephen Curry. Enjoy Stephen Curry. Hey, I'll see you next time, of course, for your Golden State Warriors content. Like, follow, subscribe. And I'll see you next time at C-Train Station. Have a good one. Don't stop believing.